Hi everyone, it's Forsythia with Cacti on White and welcome to my channel. I was watering a couple of plants in my woman cave and I thought I would give you guys a little brief update on how some of the plants are doing this winter. So we have a bright sunny day in North Texas today. We've had a hard freeze for the last probably 3 days. Things are thawing out nicely. We have a nice sunny day. And yeah, I just thought I would just give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on in the room that I call my woman cave. So things are looking really, really good in here. I won't go into detail on every plant because there's a lot. But right here is my pink princess philodendron. It's doing really good. I have it on a little trellis. I have a ZZ Raven right here that has some new growth coming in. That's right here. These Sansies in the windowsill, and sorry for the backlighting there, they're doing really well. They've actually put out a lot of new growth, and you may be able to tell right here is a whole new plantlet or pup, if you will. Yeah, so these two are doing really, really good. If you watched, if you keep up with my videos, you may remember that these came from HSN like a year or two ago. And they're doing really, really well. Here is my variegated syngonium. Some of the leaves are turning yellow. Here's an all white leaf right here, which is not really good, but here's a variegated leaf. Here's one here. I'll try to swing it around so you guys can see, but it's kind of spreading in itself. It's moving over and connecting with this philodendron, this what is this, I can't think of the name. I'll put it, I always draw a blank on names when I'm recording. I don't know why that is, but here's a little leaf here. But as you can see, this I want to say Jose Bueno, but that's not it. Gosh, it'll come to me. Anyway, you can see that it is really, really growing really high. It's huge. It was repotted maybe 2 years ago in this very, very large planter. It took me and Tori to do it. It's huge and weighs a ton. And if I can get in closer, you can see all the stems and everything, but it's a prolific grower. It's done very well. It's over here now. It's reaching. It's getting in the personal space of the jungle boogie, which is doing really, really well, continues to do well, spreading out. It keeps flowering. It loves to flower. And get a close-up of that. You can see the little sugar. That little drop is not water. It's like sugar. And it's on some of the stems, the back of the leaves. That's healthy. Here's a new leaf coming in right here. If it'll focus, let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Brand new leaf here. You can see all the little sugar beetlets in the back. That's not mealybugs or anything. That's just like this little ball here. If I can get a close up. It's sugar. But this guy continues to bloom. So it's very happy. Let's see what else. A big anthurium right here, and I'm zoomed in quite a bit, so I'll zoom out. A big anthurium right here that's putting off a new leaf. It does really well too. The leaves are huge. The leaves are really, really big. Then this philodendron here is doing great. I moved it so it could get a little bit more sun. It's doing really well. The leaves are nice. This horsehead philodendron. Florida Beauty is what this is. You can see here, isn't that a gorgeous leaf? Here's another philodendron or anthurium that's doing really well. It flowered recently, as you can see here. But look at this huge leaf. This one I acquired in 2022. And this is not mealybugs either. It's the dust. It's the dust from You might see it falling. See, that is the dust. I'm making it rain with pollen, but that is the pollen from the fluorescence. So back there is a well fin that was just 2 little pieces, but now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's doing well. There's a ZZ Zenzi right there that's doing well. Let's see, on the windowsill here, there's a Bawafani seedling, a Syzygia right here. I can't think of the actual name, that's doing well. This is a break off of my very, very large Stapelia that I planted, and I think it's rooted already. But the mother plant is in the garage, but that little cutting is doing really, really well. Well, it was kind of not really a cutting. It was broken off. That's a lipstick plant right there, getting a lot of sunlight. So yeah, let me show you what else I'm gonna water here in a few minutes. Oh, there's a couple more in this room I'll show you. So this beauty, these are brand new leaves here, and I just want to show you guys how long it is. Look, these 2 here, let me show you my fingers. These 2 here, I'll step back, are new leaves. This plant is doing really, really well. This is a anthurium, a strappy leaf anthurium. And it is a anthurium pallidiforma. Probably saying that wrong, but there you go. And I just love it. These leaves are very smooth and kind of silky and beautiful. And this is anthurium fingers right here. This is a fairly new leaf. It's doing well. This is a new leaf also. Right there, don't mind my supplies. This is my big, this is a philodendron Congo Rojo. And it's beautiful. You can see the back of the leaves. You can see that red stem coming through, and the stems are dark, kind of dark green burgundy, but it has huge leaves. As you can see, it's doing well. This is a Ripsalis elliptica that I got several years ago now from Steve's Leaves. So it's time to repot it. There's a new little leaf coming in there. See, it's red, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, this is my huge Hoya curtisi. It's done really well over the years. I love this Hoya. It's one of my favorite Hoya. You can probably see, or I'll show you so you can see, the long trails. Very long trail. See? And on this side as well, this is right here is a begonia, Lady Vanderwilt, that has lost some leaves. One just fell off. It's not doing the greatest, but yeah, not sure. It loses leaves, but it produces new leaves. Like these are fairly new right here. But you can see the trails from that Hoya even going down. They moved themselves into this pot that has the rock in it, which was a anthurium that I had to cut back to the base. But they were laying in this pot, falling into this pot, and they have rooted. So I'll probably have to cut it off, I guess, but I'll see if I can get closer for you guys to see what I'm talking about. So these are, oh, it's not in focus. These are rooted into that pot. This is my gigantic bird of paradise. Very proud of this beauty. Got it a couple of years ago. Let me zoom out. A couple of years ago from Walmart. It was outside on the clearance rack for $5. And this leaf, this one, oh shit, you can't see what I'm saying. This one, showing you. This is a new leaf coming in. It continues to put out new leaves. This is a new leaf since I've gotten it. It's prolific with new leaves. So yeah, so I'll show you a couple in my office and then I'll just close the video out, I think. So I'm in my office and just wanted to show you, look at this beauty, gloriosum. So big anthurium gloriosum. This plant was gifted to me by one of my phenomenal subscribers. She sent it to me in the mail. And when I got it from her, it had just this leaf. And I'll show you. It's beautiful. It just had this leaf here, which is huge. And in my care, it's produced this leaf. And as you can see, another one's coming. Yeah. And there's a fairly new leaf there. This is another anthurium right here. So it's really light because it's a new leaf that's coming in. And it has leaf over here. They're doing really well. Look at this beautiful leaf. Isn't that gorgeous? So they're doing really good. The tropicals in I'm in my office now. The tropicals in my office are doing phenomenally well. All right, before I close the video out, I'll take you into my bedroom and show you a couple of plants. So the painted lady lives in here. It's doing really, really well. It gets a lot of good sunlight during the day. There's a bunch of different, not a bunch, there's 3 Sansevierias here. That one's doing good. You can see it's got some new growth, but it's actually really huge. And this one, I don't know, it's not doing so well. It's got some spotting. It's got some new growth here, which it continues to put out new growth, but the new growth doesn't thrive. So yeah, not sure about that. Here is my, one of my Euphorbia lactis, white ghost. This one lives on my patio in the spring and the summer, but I bring it in during the winter months, obviously. The large one is in the garage, but this is one that I got a couple of years ago that has really grown. It gets really good growth during the growing season, or has been. It was windy one day, which is odd. Well, not that it's windy, but what happened was odd. And it blew this to the side. And when I realized it was blown to the side outside, I couldn't bend it back up because it had stabilized itself in this position, right? So I really don't have the heart to cut that off, but I will in the spring because it just, to me, it messes up the overall appearance of the plant. I'm okay with it, now, and I just let it be last year. But I probably will take a cutting right there and put it in its own separate pot. But it's a beautiful, beautiful plant. It's got a lot of white in it, a high amount of white. But when I got it, it was probably maybe like right here. But then look, but you should see my big mother plant. Well, it's not the mother to this, but I have a huge one where I've taken cuttings that are also in the garage. The cuttings have grown as well. But yeah, other than that, things are doing well in my room so far. A lot of things are kind of dormant, but I'm just watching them. I love this unidentified ID'd Euphorbia. I think it's something, the common name has oak leaf in it. I keep forgetting. I figure it out, then I forget. I should write it down, right? Yeah, but there's a Clysal cactus that has lived here for years. Look how tall it is. Yeah. This is a cactus, the roadkill cactus that I got this past December. Still has the Christmas lights around it that I haven't turned off yet. And let's see what else. My adenium is getting a bigger codex, so that's cool. My pelargonium is looking really good. Yeah. So I will go ahead and close the video out. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick but brief tour of some of my plants that are on my 3rd floor. Again, I was just watering and thought I would give a quick update on how some of these plants are doing this winter. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out. I will do a full house tour probably in the spring. You will get a full home tour video. It's a little overpacked in here right now, and I don't really want to do a full house tour at the moment. But I may do another video to show you some of my cactus that are actually living in my living room this winter. I'll show you briefly. I'll go downstairs and show you. So I'll give you guys a little tour. This is the stand I was talking about. These are some of my, what I consider to be specialty, prized, very loved. I love them all, but really, I really love these. So they're here because I don't have room in the garage for them. And I probably would find a space where I can keep my eye on them anyway. But I can do a video on these beauties too before spring. But yeah, just a sneak preview that I will give you an update on these guys. But they are all doing really well. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.